Hi everyone, it's Kristie here. Some of you may know me as Sweet Girl Designs from my YouTube channel and from Instagram, and I'm so pleased to announce today that I have been chosen for the Scrappery creative team. I'm beyond thrilled to be a part of the team with such talented ladies, especially since when I first started Project Life, started getting obsessed with YouTube process videos. I really did look to the Scrappery for my inspiration. So it's so surreal that I am now part of the creative team. So Kayla has given me a few questions to answer. I hope that I will do them justice and not bore you to death. But if you want to check out my YouTube channel and get to know a little bit more about me, it's Sweet Girl Designs. I'd love to see you over there. I post lots of Project Life and mini albums like December Daily, October Daily, and travel albums as well. And yeah, so we'll just get right to it, and I can't wait to get the kits and start creating with the Scrappery kits. So first question is, where are you from? I am from Alberta, Canada, in a city called Calgary. Some of you may have heard of Calgary because we host the Stampede, the greatest outdoor show on earth. So I've lived in Calgary for about 8 years now, and before that I lived in a couple different cities and towns in Alberta, not too far from Calgary. What brought me to Calgary was university. Initially I went to university elsewhere and completed a degree in English, and then I've always wanted to be a teacher since about the 4th grade, so I came to Calgary to complete my Bachelor of Education and got a job teaching in Calgary. So yeah, I met my husband in university when I did my first degree, and so he followed me up to Calgary. I started teaching, he started his job, we got engaged, we got married. A few years later we had our daughter, and now we're expecting baby number 2, so that's super exciting. My parents don't live too far from me, about an hour south, and then my husband's family lives about 3 hours east of us, so we see all of them quite regularly. When did you start scrapbooking, and what drew you into the industry? My earliest memories of scrapbooking would probably be when I was in about the 8th grade. I went on a trip with my school to France and Spain, and when I returned, I wanted to make a scrapbook. So my mom has always been super crafty. She quilts, crochets, needlepoints, card makes. She's really into art journaling right now, and she was scrapbooking. She doesn't scrapbook anymore, but she did have all the supplies when I started, and so I would take stuff from her and work on my scrapbook. And even back then, I kind of had a really clear and concise plan. I knew what I liked and what I didn't like. It was pretty simple. It was an 8.5 by 11 album. I think it might have even spanned, no, it was one album. And so I completed that album, and then when I was in university, my grandma took me to England, Scotland, Ireland, and Wales. And when I returned from that, I also completed a scrapbook. And it was, again, 8.5 by 11. But that's when things got to be a little fat, a little thick, and it actually took me 2 albums for, I think it was a 12-day trip or something, maybe. I can't remember exactly. But yeah, so scrapbooked for a while. My mom actually worked at a scrapbook store when I was in high school, so that was pretty cool. I would bug her at work and use her discount and attend crops and stuff with her, so that was pretty neat. But since the trip to the UK, I really didn't scrapbook at all. There just wasn't time. I didn't have space, like where I was living when I was living away for university, and so I just didn't scrapbook. And it wasn't until I was pregnant and I went to visit my friend Tara that she introduced me to Project Life. And I'm so glad she did, because it was just what I was looking for, and it really allowed me to document my daughter's first year. Those of you who may follow me on my YouTube channel know that, and it's ridiculous looking back on it, but I would do weekly Project Life layouts for my daughter, just my daughter's life. And so that filled 2 12 by 12 albums, and I don't recommend you doing that because it's insane. It's definitely awesome to look back on, but it was just a lot of work, and I feel like I missed out documenting happenings in my husband's life, my dog's life, like everyone else, and it's not all about her. So when she turned 1 in July, I switched to a family album. So that's what I'm doing currently, and I love it. I love being able to document things that we're doing as a family, places we've gone, things that we've done, you know, just every day. It's really, really awesome. So I'm going to continue with that, and I'm considering starting traditional scrapbooking. I don't know. I want to get caught up with Project Life first, but yeah, I just want to dabble, and you know, that's where I started. I think it would be really cool to continue that. So yeah, that's how I started. And I think I've answered the next question in that I do regular Project Life, weekly. I have considered doing monthly layouts, but I just really love doing weekly. If I was to go to monthly, I feel like I would be missing it. Like, I really just like the creative side of it, and I like making time for Project Life. So yeah. Next question is, what influences your scrapbooking style? I think products influence me, but I also think color influences me as well. When I'm doing a layout, I tend to pick one card or pattern paper that I really love and just build the rest of my layout around that. So definitely color and definitely products. Loving all the new collections that are out, and I'm so excited to see that they're going to be in the Scrappery kits coming up here, so that's really, really exciting, because I'm in Canada, even though in close proximity to the States. Here in Canada, we don't get any awesome products. We don't get anything. So it's really amazing that a kit club based out of Australia is able to get so much current up-and-coming supplies. Like, I just can't believe it. Favorite products to work with would have to be paper. I love tiny word stickers, enamel dots, ephemera. Ephemera would be my top pick. Doilies. Just kind of unique items too. I mean, they're not really unique, but I like occasionally like to use flair or like acetate pieces and things like that. I like to challenge myself in what I'm using as well, so I don't really shy away from anything. But I do, after attending a crop this past weekend, I do have similar formula for when I create like title cards and layouts and things, and there's a lot of doilies. So yeah, I'm not sure if that's something that I'm gonna be changing, but we'll see. What do I love most about scrapbooking? I love photography. I love capturing the moments of my family and my daughter and her like milestones and things. So I just think scrapbooking is vital for our family in remembering, in documenting. I do not have the best memory, and so having the scrapbook, having the Project Life album to look back on is so helpful. And like, I can remember better because I'll remember the layout. Like, I'll remember creating the layout, and so I'll remember when things happened or what happened or where we were and that sort of thing. So, but most importantly, just documenting the memories and keeping them for future, for Nora, for her kids. It's super, super important to me, and it always has been. Like, photos have always been so important to me. Growing up, my mom and dad would display photos of their ancestors, and I just love the look of like the antique photos and just the stories that they told. Even if I didn't know the people in the photos, I love them. So photos are huge for me. If you could scrapbook with one person, who would it be? I would say any of the girls on the Scrappery team. I would love to be able to attend the retreat that they're hosting in October, but it's in Australia and I will have a 2-year-old and a 3-month-old at the time, and it's in Australia, so I just don't see that happening. But I know that at least 4 of the creative team is going to be attending, so that's really awesome. And I'm pretty much a solo scrapbooker, so I really just love like sharing scrapbooking with others. I get really excited talking about Project Life or pocket scrapbooking or whatever you want to call it with others, and just sharing how scrapbooking has changed and modernized over the years. So I would scrapbook with anyone. If you want to come to Calgary, let's scrapbook. Yeah. So what techniques are your favorite and what techniques scare you? I'm not into mixed media. I'm not quite sure what techniques people are referring to in Project Life. I'm not really scared of anything. I will definitely give it a try. If I was scared, I think it would be because I didn't want to like wreck or ruin products that I have, maybe only one of, like a card or that sort of thing. But I'm not scared. I dive right in and just go for it. I would really like my mom to teach me some mixed media stuff. I told her that, and she didn't seem too eager, but I'm gonna make her do it anyway. Scrapbooking trends have been my favorite, and what trends were you happy to see the end of? I like color. I like kind of more graphic patterns, black and white, florals, doilies, pretty things. I like pretty things. And the Scrappery is good at pretty things. Trends I'm happy to see the end of would have to be, I don't know if it's ending. I'd like it to end. Like random safari animals, zebras, giraffes, that sort of thing. Fruit. This has all been said before, but those would be the things that I have a hard time using, I guess. I'm kind of a more literal scrapbooker. I struggle with throwing giraffes and lemons and pineapples on like layouts unless there is a giraffe, a lemon, or a pineapple in the photo. So yeah, it's really hard for me to use those things. What do you love most about the Scrappery? I love that it started with 2 women who are so passionate about scrapbooking and sharing their love of scrapbooking. I love that they're entrepreneurs. They do a lot of it by themselves. And now Nay is just part of the creative team which I'm so thrilled that she's staying on. And Kayla is just stepped up and is doing such a great job. I love the creative team and the variety of formats that we use, whether it's traditional scrapbooking like 12 by 12, 9 by 12, whatever, and Project Life. I love the support of the team and just like our overall styles, I think, mesh really well and offer you, the viewers and subscribers, a really good indication of what you can do with the kits and how you can use them. So yeah, I'm just going to leave it there. I'm so excited again to be part of the Scrappery. I'm hoping that I can post some videos soon of some Project Life layouts, and who knows, you might see some traditional scrapbooking layouts for me in the future. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the Scrappery, as well as to all the creative team members. I know we'd be thrilled to have you over on our channel as well. Thanks so much. Bye.